And hello again, welcome back to the Japan Game Junk podcast, and this time let's go over another of the stores visited during the drive-through Kisarazu city of Chiba on May the 12th, 2024, which is Mother's Day. If you didn't know, hope you talk to your mother. Word to your mother. Anyway, on this day, one of the stores visited was the Hard-Off branch, the Hard-Off store in Kisarazu City. And this is a fantastic shop. Honestly, not as much with game stuff, but computer equipment, old computers, or accessories, AV equipment like laserdisc players, just so much stuff. A lot of fun stuff at the store. So, that being said, let's go to the game stuff. First thing I noticed was one that, at first I thought was kind of expensive, but I realized, you know what, I've never even seen this before, in Japan at least, and it was a boxed Wavebird controller, the GameCube, Nintendo GameCube Wavebird, wireless controller, which was an incredible controller for the time, and, this was complete in box with everything inside, of course, but 13,000 yen. It's a lot of cash. Especially when they're, third-party controllers can do the same kind of thing too, but again, seems expensive, but if you want the box, I've never seen one before, not in Japan, so it is what it is. Less expensive were the Cyber Gadget controllers. Now, in Japan, Cyber Gadget, they make tons of accessories for games, game systems, modern as well as retro. And one of their better products are the Cyber Gadget mini controllers for the Switch, which are just really they're well made. The reaction is very good. They play very well. And they can be either wired or wireless, and these are the, those convertible versions where plug in a wire and it's wired, take out the controller and it's wireless. And, these little controllers were all at 2,000 yen. Many, many colors available. And, usually used for 2,000 yen. I think that's kind of normal, but I've never seen them used before because people tend to keep them, They like them. And they're new for 3,000 yen, but, save 1,000 and put that towards a game. Such as Odama, Big Ball for the GameCube. I think it was released only in Japan, and this is 800 yen, and really, it's not really special for that, but it just reminded me of when I was at a Wonder Goose store back in Mito City of Ibaraki, and they were selling this Odama, the Big Ball game. It's kind of like this weird pinball kind of game where you used your voice to control your army or whatever controlling the ball. And so it came with the microphone, And they really heavily hyped that game so much. They had the video going all the time. And it got me so hyped, I thought, you know what, that seems so fun. And I picked it up first day. And it's terrible. Odama, Big Ball. Very, very bad. And, the controller, the microphone that came with it, you could use that there, use it in Mario Party, and I was sad to see that, the usefulness of that microphone was very low, and especially disappointed to see that you could get the microphone by itself at a used store like Hard-Off for like 100 yen. Like, they were super cheap at the time, so made a bad mistake there, but I got caught into the hype of the Big Ball Odama for GameCube. Something else that was at the store that I really just, honestly, what can I say? I've never, it's been there for a long time, and I never thought I'd actually buy it. And even today, when I did this store trip, I did not buy it. But one of the very first MSX machines, first MSX computers. It's a huge thing that looks like a VCR. It's heavier than a VCR. It's a big, solid Panasonic. Well, National is the Japanese name for Panasonic, but this big national brand of MSX computer. It was it was a honking thing. But it wasn't in the junk section. It was not, I'm sorry, I should say. And so it had a 3-month warranty, if you want to give it a shot, and it was 10,000 yen. Since I already have my own MSX system, I really don't need this one, although it was very, very nice, and I wish I would have, if it was cheaper, I would have picked it up just to have it, but, you know, share the wealth, you know, someone else should pick up this beautiful MSX computer. Also, something that was really weird was, you know, how, for some reason, the keyboard controller for the GameCube got really expensive, and I talked before in a previous video about how the PS2 has a version 2, but also released in Japan by Sammy, typically a kind of a pachinko and a slot machine maker. They had a PlayStation 2 controller that was also compatible with PlayStation 1 that was a full-size controller, except, you know how the PlayStation controllers have those wings, you know, on the side? You can, like the handles, you know? There's like empty space between. This controller, the empty space in between was filled up with a keyboard. A tiny, you know, barely able to push a button at a time keyboard. And I have no idea what game this was for. But, you know, it was DualShock compatible. It would rumble, and it would also let you type out a dissertation, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it seemed pretty interesting, and this one was 2,700 yen. Yeah, maybe it was actually worth it. Who knows? But I'll keep a lookout in the future. Also, kind of a weird thing to have, and I thought about getting it, but I knew it would just end up on the shelf, and that's a Super Famicom instruction manual, you know? Most people don't have their system instruction manuals anymore. They toss out the box and stuff, but yeah, there you go. If you ever wanted a Super Famicom instruction manual, you can get it at the Kisarazu Hard Off for 200 yen. What a deal. Also, in the West, there was the Power Pad released for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In Japan, there was the Family Trainer released for the Famicom. And yeah, typically, kind of been on the pricey side. This store, though, I have no idea why. They should have charged much more for it than this. So the Family Trainer mat, complete in the box, 1,000 yen. It's like it's almost worth it just to have as like a kitchen mat or something. I don't know, but yeah, I was shocked to see this. It's a very, very cheap price. You know, I didn't get it again just for space concerns, same as with the MSX. But if anyone can go get this, if you're hearing this now and you're near Kisarazu, you should go get the Family Trainer for 1,000 yen. Much more expensive, which was 12,000 yen, was the Super Famicom Lethal Enforcers gun. Not the game, just the gun. The blue plastic gun. 12,000 yen in box. That's nutty. Something else that's nutty, but just from the rarity of it, only the third time I've ever seen one for sale. In Japan, a FM Towns Marty from Fujitsu. Kind of a legendary game system. Stripped down version of the FM Towns computer. This one has a disk drive and a CD drive. And for 40,000 yen, honestly not a bad price for this. It also included the mouse, some software, which is very hard to find, and also the gamepad, the exact same gamepad that I actually have, that I use on my MSX, that I've shown off before on the YouTube channel. 40,000 yen, it's a lot of money, but for a working FM Towns Marty system, yeah. It only has a 10-day warranty, though, so yeah, if you're going to go pick it up, you might want to test it out fast. Oh, FM Towns Marty. That was fun to see. Also, something that I remember seeing in game magazines when I was a little tiny kitty, and that was the Game Axe portable game system. This is a system that's, you know, a pirate system made in Taiwan, and this is the original portable Famicom, so you can plug your Famicom games in here and play them anywhere, and it's a really well-built machine. Like, clearly that a lot of effort was put into to make this a very quality machine. So, if you ever wanted one, if you remember it from that old magazine in your youth, like I did, well, get one at the Kisarazu hard off for 20,000 yen. Yeah. Also, it said that the screen sometimes goes kind of dark and bright randomly. So, even then, 20,000 yen. Yeah. Next up, the second cheapest time I've ever seen this sold. The cheapest I bought it, that was the Nintendo 64 Hori Mini Controller. What many people say is the best Nintendo 64 controller. Here, it was a pink one, was only 3,100 yen. And that's about half the price of what they usually go for, so pretty good. Let's see, also, a game for the PlayStation 1, not even with the OB strip, so it's not even in perfect condition. Burger 2. I guess a burger making game, who knows. 13,000 freaking yen for a burger making game. But I have Burger 1, and I have a couple other, like, fast food restaurant sponsored games and stuff, but maybe this is the best one. Maybe Burger 2 is worth 13,000 yen. Who knows? I guess the only people who know are the people who own the game. Let's see, what else? Oh, also, Virtua Photo Studio. Virtua Photo Studio from Acclaim for the Saturn. This is an adult piece of software. And you take pictures of chicks in various stages of undress. So, there you go. If you want to see some Sega Saturn titillating content, it was being sold for 3,600 yen. That's only 3 times 1,200 yen, so what a deal. And there we go. This is one of the better hard-offs you can find if you're ever in the area. It is basically a must-visit. The hard-off store in Kisarazu City. Really, really great stuff. I think that I've been there several times. Maybe, I don't want to say many times. Somewhere between several and many times. And every time I've gone, I found little treasures to buy. It's always been very good. So please enjoy the hard-off in Kisarazu City. And enjoy your day in general. And be smiling and be very happy. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.